Hello, and welcome to this episode of Flyby, presented by the National Model Aviation Museum. I'm your host, Claire, and today I'll be discussing a model that turned the control line discipline upside down. This is a reproduction of Roy May's 1939 inverted control line model. Roy May's inverted control line model was, as its name suggests, the first of its kind to fly inverted. It is a control line model, which means the pilot manipulates the aircraft's control surfaces mechanically from the ground during flight. The elevator of this aircraft is attached to a lever, or bell crank, which is connected by cables to a handle that the pilot uses to control the model. Usually, the handle is held like this. But Roy would hold the handle like this, and use his pinky fingers to change the position of the handle. Roy May's original aircraft started out as a free flight model, but after seeing a fellow colleague, F. Wellington Morris, flying Jim Walker's Fireball prototype at a local school, Roy decided to convert his free flight model into a control line model. After several first flights of his GOAT, as free flight turned control line models were called, he decided to attempt to modify his model to do what no other control line model had done yet: fly inverted. A few challenges stood in his way though. Before his model could fly inverted, he had to devise a mechanism to feed the fuel from the fuel tank while the model was upside down. He also noticed that there were line tension issues because the aircraft had been converted from a free flight model. To address the fuel pressure problem, May's custom built a fuel tank. He made it out of clear celluloid plastic that had tubes in such a way that allowed fuel to feed to the engine from either orientation. Another notable design element of May's airplane is the weighted aileron. Most control line models have an offset or slightly turned rudder to keep tension on the lines. May's needed some extra help keeping tension on his lines, so he added this weighted aileron. It is worth noting that the model in our collection, including the inverted gas tank, is a reproduction of May's model and was built by Ron Whitman in 2011. Information from Charles Mackey and his interviews with Roy Mays, as well as memories from other control line modelers, were instrumental in recreating this aircraft. The Micro 19 engine installed on the model, which was considered to be one of the smallest engines for sale at the time, was specifically donated for this model by John B. Camp. For more information on Roy Mays and control line history, the museum highly recommends Pioneers of Control Flying by Charles Mackey, which is available for research in our library. The plans for this aircraft are also available in Mackey's book. We hope you enjoyed this edition of Flyby, presented by the National Model Aviation Museum. Please like, share, and subscribe for more model aviation news and history. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and Twitter. The links are available in the description below. Do you have an idea for a flyby? Please comment down below and you might see your idea become our next flyby. We'll see you next time. Bye.